I make bowls and cups basically. I want to make something that I'm going to use. I'm just doing a basic big mug. You have a bag of clay and you take off a bit of clay depending on what you're thinking of making. You cut it with a piece of wire, and I usually measure it to have a consistent size. Otherwise, everything sort of is a little bit different. Never identical, but close. And then you knead it to sort of warm it up and get rid of any air bubbles in the clay. And then you take it over to the wheel. And you start by centering it because you want to work with a centered piece of clay. Otherwise, it's all wobbly and difficult to control. And then you just sort of make the shape. It's called pulling. You pull up the shape and make it to what your idea of what you wanted, and try and make it consistent throughout the ones that you're making. I was first exposed to pottery when I went to high school. I had a really great teacher, and he ran a ceramics department. I loved it. I just couldn't stop. I would go after school and make these really large coil pots. I liked the productivity of it, as well as the process. It's sort of like cooking or baking, it's a process in making an item. And then you cut it off with a piece of wire and put it on a board to dry. And then you let it dry, and then you'll bisque it in the kiln. And so after you bisque it, you glaze it and you refire it. And then it's done. Mm-hmm.